What would be your advice to a mother who prioritizes working, I assume outside of the house, over serving her husband and raising her children? Then she's got her priorities wrong. Imagine a woman, she wakes up in the morning at 7 a.m., gets herself ready to go to work. She goes to work and she comes to the desk of her boss, her manager, and he says, go and make me a coffee. So she goes, okay. So she goes, makes him a coffee, puts it on his table, and she works the rest of the day. In the evening, she goes home to her husband, and her husband comes into the house after her, after working, and he says, wife, go and make me a cup of coffee. She goes, go and make it yourself. Does that sound right to you? They don't sound right to me. And this is why I advise my sisters, you need to get your priorities right. The Prophet ﷺ said, any woman who prays her 5 daily prayers, she fasts the month of Ramadan, she protects herself from immorality and lewd acts, and she is obedient to her husband, it will be said to her on Yawm al-Qiyamah, enter into paradise through whichever of the doors that you wish. My sister, your prime role is in the home. My brother, who is the husband of this woman, your prime role is to look after your family and protect your family and to make sure that they are fed and they are clothed. As the Prophet ﷺ said, that the rights of the woman over you, or the rights of your wives over you, is that when you feed yourself, you feed them. When you clothe yourself, you clothe them. So whenever you eat yourselves, my brothers, make sure that you're also feeding your families. When you're clothing yourselves, make sure that you are clothing them. Make sure that you shelter them, you look after them, you show concern to them. And my sisters, you shouldn't have to work. That's the job of your husband. He is the one who should be paying the bills. He is the one who should be placing food upon the table. He is the one that you are obedient to, and he is the one who should show you kindness. So show him obedience, and he will show you kindness. My sister, your rights, the rights of your manager at work and the rights of work do not, they don't trump the rights of your husband. Now, I understand that some husbands, they are a bit lenient or lax, should I say, or deficient in providing for their families. So you have to work harder. And when you come home from work, you should be contacting your wife an hour before you come home. And you say to her, I use your devices for something useful for once. Phone her and tell her, I'll be home in an hour. Please, let's have a light evening meal. And then we're going to the dars. Say that before you get home, so everyone knows what we're doing. 2, 3 times a week, attend the dars. Because you will get your kids up in the morning at 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock, to get them ready for school. Regimented you are, because you want for them success in this world. But the real success is the success of the akhirah. You will not miss a day at work, those of you who work, because you know that someone's got to pay the bills. And that is the short-term gain of this dunya. Yet you do not pay the same attention to attending the durus and attending the classes. If you live in an area where there are no durus and there are no classes, because you live somewhere, beyond where the Salafi Marakis are, then sit your family down like clockwork at 8 or 8:15 or 7 or 7:30, whenever the online dars is. In one of the Marakis of Salafiyah in the UK, you sit around that device, again, use it usefully for once or occasionally, and turn it on and say, right, get your notebooks and pens out, because this is a dars of Sheikh Fulan or Talib Fulan or Ustad Fulan. But if you live in the community, like here in Bradford, Masjid al-Sunnah, This masjid should be filled like this. This is filled right to the back. It should be filled like this for every dars. You should have your priorities right. This is not just for women, men and women, barakallahu feekum. Men and women.